Did it do it? Huh. I'm live. Yeah, it still does. Come on, buddy. Got freaking 4 bars. So we'll see how YouTube will behave or not behave. But welcome. To the breakfast chat. I was playing around on YouTube earlier today, did some research, and I did some research on foods to avoid that would lower your testosterone. And it seemed like by pure accident, I had been avoiding most of those foods anyway. So what are they? Well, they had a bunch of them, and he was going back and forth on why they do and don't, but I'm just going to kind of simplify it. They said to avoid plant-based oils that are based off of seed. So your corn oil, your canola oil, your peanut oil, your sunflower oil. So they're saying that those will lower your testosterone because of fatty omega-6s that they contain, that you're getting enough of it in other foods. Instead, you should be using animal fats, which I do a lot of that because I'm always using bacon grease. So for me, that was actually a pretty good decision. And I've been doing that for a very long time, just by pure accident. So, as you know, I always sit there and get everything rolling with bacon grease. Yesterday I did potato and steak. Today I'm just going to put the steak and green peppers and mushrooms in there. I'm going to leave out the potatoes. I think the potatoes made me a little sluggish, which I didn't like. Chat may be down for a few minutes. I also did some research. Satellite, we looked at that before, and that wasn't a viable one. Here we go. He finds these back up. So throw the bacon grease in there. The animal fats are better for you. Shane, how you doing? Your day off. Woohoo! I got a bench session today. Awesome. Let me know how that goes for you. All right. Today I'm training one of my guys on squats. I will probably just play around with some light squats and some arms and shoulders. Going to work the pretty muscles. And kind of go from there. So I'm just telling you, getting bacon from the butcher, so much better. I mean, look how good this stuff looks. I mean, nice and peppered, cooks up really well. So today, foods to avoid that impact your testosterone. So any plant-based seed oil, corn oil, sunflower oil, peanut oil, canola oil. And I was just going to buy some canola oil the other day. I use it sometimes in bread, but then I started switching over to Crisco vegetable oil. So definitely getting away from the seed oils out of your diet, replacing them with animal fats will help maintain a much healthier natural testosterone. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It does help me out. I appreciate it. So while I got the baking going, next thing I'll do is I'll cut up some more of my steak. I don't need to add much. The steak is from Tuesday night dinner. Stephen, good morning, John. I'm just curious, how often have you had your blood done to check for cholesterol? Last time, Stephen, probably 7-8 years ago, which I don't recommend doing. It's just, I need to go in, probably do that. Once I get my paperwork set up with the VA, so I'm going to try to do that again today. I'll probably go get all the blood work done. You know, you should monitor it. I don't know. Right now, ignorance is bliss, I guess you could say. But last time I had it checked, I was on 3 medications, and it was like 180. It's always been an issue for me. What I do is I always have them listen into my carotenoids. All right, because that's what did my dad in. He was about 67. I'm not that far from it. He had a stroke because it plugged up. What he didn't tell us is that he had passed out a few times when he was back in the barn. And you know that would have told us to give the doctor he had fantastic medical insurance through the Carpenter Union. But being a typical male, which I'm kind of guilty of myself, he didn't want to say anything. So I try to pay attention to that. I treat it right now with arginine. Now, this is not medical advice. I'm going to tell you that right now. Those issues in that, consult your doctor. I spend more time researching it than I do. Try to eat healthier than I usually did. I mean, do I eat super clean? No. But generally, my food is all prepared. I avoid your Mickey D's and your B Kings and all that other stuff. I want to use initials because I don't want to get, hey. But, I'll stop at those sometimes when we're traveling long distances, but I really hate to do that. It just, it's not good food. So give me an idea. I got 5 half strips of bacon in there. This is a steak I chopped up. So I usually probably got 10 grams of steak. I'll put 4 eggs in there. That's another 24 grams. Now we're at 34. I've already had a glass of milk this morning. I'll have another one. That's going to be about 16 grams easily, maybe a little bit more. So we're at 40 grams, which is great for breakfast. Between 40 and 50 grams is what I'm going to have. The green peppers and the mushrooms will add vitamin K and other nutrients, but not much in the way of calories. I left the potato out of it today because, yesterday I went to the gym. I was sluggish. I still got to my workout. I did hit my goal of 445 pounds on the bench. We had a little fun with the presentation on that. We did a funny, picture showing like it's an epic fail. I titled it "Crazy Old Man," attempts to lift 445 in the gym. Just trying to see if I can get YouTube's interest. The video is doing a little bit better than normal, but they have algorithms, and boy, if you can hit the right one, you can just explode. So I also did the research on the testosterone. One thing that the researcher brought up is another thing that kind of reduces your total T And it's something that we're always kind of big on. What I was surprised to hear is oats. And mostly because it will force your liver to start making cholesterol, and you don't want to do that. Northern Girl Hobbies, good morning. Good morning, thanks for stopping in. How's the weather up there in the great northern part of the continent? Here, I think it's going to get a high of about 25 degrees Fahrenheit. And, but it's sunny. The sun in there, you know, my porch is closed in with vinyl panels. I have those big, thick plastic panels you see walking through a freezer door. I got across the entrance. So I've got about I'll say a 12 by 16 area that's blocked off. It keeps that about 20 degrees warmer than the outside. The kitty cat is really enjoying it, sitting right in the sun. So, main thing is we're talking about foods for males to avoid. The guy, you know, he went through a lot of them, but the main ones is your vegetable seed oils. Because I believe if you remove those, you know, get rid of the peanut oil, the sunflower oil, the canola oil, and the corn oil, you know, replace it with animal fats, which I always do. My favorite cooking medium, bacon grease. They say animal fats or olive oil, coconut oil, which I have. I do a lot of cooking in it now. And avocado oil, which I haven't tried yet, but I think the next time to the store I'll pick that up. Anytime I do go to the store and there's something on sale that we like to eat a lot, I pick it up in quantity. I've seen tomato soup for the first time for 50 cents. Colder than a witch's elbow. Yeah, I believe it is. You're probably what, in the zeros or negatives? But they had the Campbell's tomato soup for 50 cents a can. So I picked up 8 cans. You know, probably will last me a year. We don't have it often, but in temperatures like this, a bowl of tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches are a favorite. All right, so oils to avoid, your seed oils. So your corn oil, your canola oil, your peanut oil, your sunflower oil. Replace those with olive oil, avocado oil, or coconut oil. And then cooking in meat fats. They're actually healthier for a person who wants to really bulk up. Now, if you're trying to lose weight, I would still avoid the seed oils and go to the olive oils and the coconut oils. But you may want to avoid the fatty meats. But understand, you do have to have meat in your diet. It's not something that your body does well if you totally get rid of it. Later on today, I'm going to do a video, and I'll get that posted by this afternoon, of a sequence of small shoulder exercises. These exercises will be designed to keep your rotator cuffs healthy and keep them pulled in close. It really helps to prevent and actually to recover from minor shoulder injuries. I've been doing them for a while. I remember I had hurt my shoulder racing in the gym against the track team that I was coaching. I didn't feel like they were putting their best effort, so I raced them. The last time I ran that fast in the gym, I was 100 pounds lighter. So I did miscalculate my braking distance. And I, boom, right in the wall, full blast. Damn near knocked me out. And my shoulder hurt for years. And then I had this guy talk about, try this exercise, which I'll be showing later on. And within 3-4 weeks, I was 100%. I was extremely happy. Hey, there we go. Jose, how you doing? Welcome. Yep, so the shoulder exercises, I'm going to go to the gym after this. Train my client, get an arm and shoulder workout in myself. So I will film myself doing those exercises. They do have pretty sure they got all the right equipment for me to do it there at that gym. It's going to be the gym in Streeter, the Edge. I also work out at Shoulder Fitness. The owner there, Vince, I've known since 2008. They do have a lot better equipment, but Streeter's closer to me. So I spend my time between those two gyms. Once in a blue moon, I go out to Peru, LaSalle, Illinois to X Science. They have a wonderful setup there. And then we do compete down in Bloomington at Be Strong Gym, which a lot of these gyms I can walk in at any time and do a workout because I've spent so much time with them. So obviously they don't mind me walking in and putting it on my social media. Hey, I'm here. But a lot of these gyms I paid the dues for years when I worked in that area. So they're more than happy to see me, once every 3 months or whatever. It's not like I abuse it. Johnny Bean, we do fitness and nutrition here. I'm trying to let people know that age is just a number. You can still stay healthy. Maybe you have to sit there and, change up your exercise and that, of course. But, at all ages, you may find yourself doing that. And then everybody else has their own talents. Whether you're lifting heavy weights, whether you're lifting light weights, whether you're doing cardio. Got the green pepper all cooked up there. I try to get about 4 meals out of one green pepper. Then buying it from the store. When my garden's in full swing and I'm grabbing a couple of these a day, then usually I'll cook an entire pepper in there. Throw jalapeno pepper in there also. Wish I could carry it out here. Maybe one day I will. I have a jalapeno pepper that I dug up and brought in the house for the last 2 years. And it is huge. Definitely looking forward to see how many peppers I get from it. In 2022, as in 2021, when I put it out there, I had dug it up from 2020. Stayed in the house. It doesn't do anything. It just kind of, sits there, drops leaves off and that. I got over 400 jalapenos off of one plant. Yeah, actually, that's the only plant I have off of that one. Unfortunately, that pepper roots got so deep, I couldn't bring it up in one piece. When I tried to rip it out by the root ball, it just... He goes, Steven, I like changing up gyms, keep things fresh. And you get to see old friends, absolutely. I like running into people that I haven't worked out with for a long time. And it gives you a new perspective. I mean, you're gonna bench different on different benches. It also allows me to kind of evaluate the attitude of the gym. How user-friendly is this gym? How are the people? Are they just a business, or are they more like a family? What type of clients do they have in there? Rarely have I been to a gym I didn't like. I mean, really honest, most gyms are great. I even went to one of those flashy gyms, like LA Fitness. And it was really funny because everybody was dressed all fancy and everything, and there I am in jeans and a t-shirt. But they didn't mind. I'm not much for fancy attire. I did well with peppers last year also. Cool. Now, I know your growing season probably a little bit shorter than mine. But what I did, I got it in a big pot like this. It probably weighs about 70 pounds with all the soil. Is when it starts getting warmer, it's in the 45, 50 degrees and it's sunny, I bring it on the deck and let it get a couple hours of sun and then bring it back in. And the reason I do that, because if you do that, what will happen is you'll transplant it out there, you'll get a full day of sun and you'll burn the plant. So, because it's been sitting by my picture window, but it's not getting very much sun right now. I water it about once every a week. I put about half a gallon in there. And all it's doing is it's just kind of staying in a hibernated state. What I did last year is any day it'd be sunny like this and be well above zero. I'd take it out there for a couple hours and then I'd carry it back in. So the time that I knew that the temperatures were going to be consistent enough for me to plant it outside, it was used to that powerful sunlight. It gets tricky because in central Illinois, we get a very, very wet spring. Too wet to even get there to plant it. I did a raised bed, which I'm going to do it a little bit higher this time. That seemed to help. If you're ever trying to get into muddy soil, and you don't want to get your feet all muddy, there is a trick. All right. And it's something very easy to have. Anytime you go to the store, everybody wants to use these bags. So what you do, you put your foot in the bag. I don't even wear shoes. And you tie it around your ankle. You do one for each one. And you walk out there, and the mud doesn't stick to this. So basically, you're just floating on there. And then when I come back up to the deck, I take them off and I throw them in the trash. I usually have 10 of these off to the side at a given time because it seems like they always want to use like a bag for every 2 pieces of groceries. So the mushrooms I put in the last, look how pretty kitty. Yeah, stretching out, going, let me in. Because they cook down fastest, and then I'll be putting 4 eggs in. Unfortunately, I got to use store-bought eggs. My chicken supply is not laying enough. I think I'm going to buy them some extra chickens come springtime. I do prefer Ernie France, the power lifter. We used to say do. That's a strong individual. I didn't get out there enough. I definitely wanted to go out there on a weekly basis. I was out that way for a while when I was running an H.H. Gregg store there. So I got to see some of those guys more often. But usually I would only see them at meets. This year, if all goes well and the channel takes off, I'm going to travel to different areas of the country, visiting the people that I know. I've already had 2 people on my subscribe list come down and work out with me. Jim Ray was a couple years older than me, an extremely, extremely strong bencher. If you can look him up, he's got a 500-pound bench at 60 years old. Just amazing. He came down from Wisconsin during the Charlie 19 lockdowns and worked out with me. And then John Nowicki, he came down last Saturday and worked out with me. Unfortunately, I forgot to turn the mic on, so those 2 videos that, there's no volume. I had more videos. I wanted to get the one downloaded of us military pressing 225, but it's trying to tell me the file's corrupt. And it was taking forever to load, but I'll try to fight that thing when I get in the Wi-Fi in the gym today. But yeah, definitely some hardcore there. And I tell you, going out and doing a hardcore workout every now and then is good for you. It kind of shocks the system in that. I mean, I have a core workout but I have no problem doing something different. You know, if I go to a new gym, I meet new people. Vince is always go, hey, you know, come do 20 minutes with us. We're doing this, we're doing that. And they'll be using machines, they'll be using straps in a different way than I do. But I go ahead and do it. I will work with lesser weights. Anytime you're doing something new from a new angle, you discover a new muscle. So, breakfast is, like I said, the most important meal of the day. Whether you're trying to lose weight or if you're trying to gain weight, this is the meal you want to have. Mushrooms are going well now, so now I'll add the eggs in. Gotta go out and get my food bucket. I left it outside. Coffee grounds, eggshells, potato skins, any vegetable extra in that goes in the food bucket, and I dump that out in the garden. To add back in the soil. You can't keep planting and taking from the soil. So then I get the eggs in there, some fresh ground pepper. I some days use sea salt, and some days I just use regular iodized salt. Sea salt does not have the iodine in it. So, and that is something that your body needs, so I make sure that about every third day I just use regular table salt. Now I prepare eggs this way. That's the time when I get the old steak sauce out. Remember, steak hamburgers should never be used in a steak. If it is, it's being cooked wrong. And good steak should only be cooked on a grill. And I prefer charcoal. It's my preference. It comes out very well on a gas grill too. All right, connection's unstable. That's probably why I'm not getting any comments. I get the hot spot. The Starlink, but they say they're not going to have it available in my area until mid to late of this year. Although they want me to order the kit already, I'll wait till it's available, and then I'll probably go to Starlink. It's the kit's $500. That's $100 a month. But if it works out the way I think it will, it'll definitely be the easier way for me to go. Used to work out down in Bloomington a lot, down in the Gold Gyms down there. Met some good people down there. Most of them now have moved to different parts of the country, but I do keep up with them on Facebook. Marvin Campbell used to play for the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins, Nationals, whatever the hell they are. He was fun to work out. He was the one that got me to go after that 315 by 17 because that's what he could do. So after a couple months, I got to that point. It's really good to set goals like that. Say, you know, boy, I would like to be at this level. Little toy my son got me. It's a Scottish Claymore. It's a really nice one-handed sword for me. For everybody else, it's a two-handed. Giant Prepper Nation, he came out with a three-handed for another group, which I found very humorous. So I got to put that down. Get my plate out. And this is how this is done. So this, a big glass of milk, a bunch of vitamins, and I will be ready to roll. Can't forget my bacon. steak sauce. So if you're putting comments out there and I'm not responding to them, it's because they haven't come through yet. Because I am out here in the middle of nowhere. The signal is intermittent at best. But usually if I wait long enough, they'll come through. So be patient with me. And there is breakfast. Top it off with a big glass of milk. This will be my second glass of milk today. Milk is just a size A. Milk is just a great way of getting protein in. That's a 60-ounce glass, so that's 26 grams right there. It goes with the Fairlife. It's triple filtered. It's got half the sugar. It's got 13 grams. Adverse to 8. And no artificial growth hormones. Well, you can't have it. Well, we do have some kids that are awful big around here, and we have dairies. Coincidence? I don't know. No, and usually I let breakfast rest for a few minutes. Let that flavor settle in. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. Helps the algorithm in that. I'm up to 6. Still got 4 people on there. And someone give me a 1. Just to let me know if my chat is really working. So if you can, shoot me over 1 and it'll let me know. I think it should be working. I'm getting my emails popping through here. Nope, nothing yet. Always lifting blue jeans. Yep, Joshua, I do too. I don't know. It's just more comfortable. Like I used to lift in dress pants because I'd go to the gym during lunch. And then, not having to change, I would just take the dress shirt off, throw a t-shirt on, go work out, come back, do the French thing, spray down with cologne, and then go back to work. So I'm guessing my chat is shut down for a little bit. I'll move the phone again, see if that helps. Funny that sounds. Sometimes it's moving the hot spot 5 or 6 feet will free everything up. If not, what usually happens after I shut down the live stream, everything pops up. So once again, today I'm going to be doing a shoulder exercise. I'll put that video out sometime this afternoon. Depending on how the evening goes. I'm going to do an evening chat. I tried that. Yep, so my chat's down. Then usually it goes and tries to get it back up. I'm looking at some ways of increasing the signal. If I popped in with about $300, I think AT&T has got an answer for me. Kind of there we go. Now they come true. Got my number 1 from Northern Girl Hobbies. So Northern Girl, how's it going with your calorie deficit? You still shouldn't have hopped on the scale yet. I know you were trying to tweak your weight. Just wondering how well that's been going. I know sometimes life gets in its way. Oh yeah. So I was up to about 262. I got on the scales this morning. I hadn't weighed myself in about 2 weeks. I was down to 251. So I was really happy about that. So giving me the thought maybe I'll drop down to 242 to compete this year. I haven't sent my check in for the 2 competitions I'm going to do yet. But usually they'll let you change your weight class once you get there, whatever you weigh into. But I'm talking about the idea of dropping down to 242, losing the 11 pounds. I've noticed it. I'm walking around, without a shirt. I look a little bit better. Generally, I probably look my best at 240. But if I get any lighter than that, I'm totally too skinny. Not quite sure how that works. But I guess I look better plump. So it looks like the signal's been a little more friendly to me today than it was yesterday. I'm used to losing the chat every now and then. Got my zinc. I already took my multivitamin earlier this morning. Here's my D3. So zinc and D3 are good for immunity. D3 is also good for skin. And zinc's also good for muscle development. Got 5 bars, I don't know why. And vitamin C is for also repairing muscle and tissue and for immunity. Those are the main ones I try to include with my meal, and definitely probably do me the best good. This was good. All right, looks like the chat's gonna stay off. Nope, that says it's back. Okay, the chat's back. I got 7 likes. Awesome. If I could get up to 10, that'd be great. So hit that like button, please. I also want to reach out to Sober Powerlifter for my first super chat the other day. I finally got one of those. I'm so proud every time I look at that. Super chats will be used for me getting better equipment out here, so I can. Well, any little bit would be appreciated. I love being out in the country, but these are one of those things that you have to kind of deal with. But then again, where I live, I see maybe 10 cars all day. Let's see, I still got 4 people or 8 likes. Thank you. Thanks for somebody hitting that. 2 more and I can call a day. It's getting about 10 o'clock here in Central Illinois. Luckily, the gym is only 15 minutes away. The other one's an hour. That's why I always have that protein shake after I get in working out. That's not a ride home. And of course, if I stop at the store and stuff like that. So recap. Avoid seed-based oils. Avoid your corn oil, your canola oil, sunseed oil, peanut oil. Replace them with avocado oil, with olive oil, or coconut oil. Far better for you. And animal fats are also better for you. All right, we'll be putting together a shoulder workout. I'll probably have that out this afternoon. Should be pretty easy to do. And then Saturday I'll try to keep from doing a bench day. Yesterday I think I was sluggish on the bench because literally I've been benching 3 days a week for over 2 weeks. And usually I'm only doing 1 or 2 days. So 3 days, I think, was wearing on me. I did get some growth from it. I did get, back up towards where I'm regularly lifting. But you got to listen to your body. So tomorrow, it'll probably just be a leg day. Then my next chest day will be Monday, where I'll be trying to do 450. As long as I get the nutrition bonus week to do that, I think it should be doable. People go, wow, you're going up 5 pounds every week. Yes and no. I've been to this level before. I took the 4 weeks off because of Charlie 19 and the holidays. So when I started back up, I was only at 395. I'm generally in the 460s all the time. So all I'm doing is getting back to my prime shape. My goals this year is 485 in the gym and at least 451 in the sanctioned meet. And the reason it's a odd number because in sanctioned meets we use kilos. So I'll be going after 205 kilos. Hit that thumbs up. Have a great day. Thank you. Appreciate it. Looks like my chat's back up again. But I think the video keeps going, so that's why I just keep talking on it. So everybody have a wonderful morning. Northern Girl Hobbies, thanks for stopping in. I see you on, I think, both Rudy's and John's website. And I kind of get an idea just how much work is involved. I know at our level, it's not as bad, but I got to imagine the amount of time that, Rudy and John put into their presentations, and it shows. And hopefully I'll get to that level. I'm just picking up the new equipment from when I can, and we'll go from there. So I'm at 8. I'd like to be at 10 likes. And it a lot of times has to do with how great my chat is being engaged or not. There we go. Hopefully the picture quality and sound quality is better. I did get a better camera one, but getting ready to return it, but I'm using it as a different way. Later on, I'll upgrade that too. So it looks like probably getting all the engagement I'm getting this morning. Thanks for stopping in. I do appreciate it. Everybody have a wonderful day. Have that video out. And later on this afternoon, please view my other videos and like and share them. Hit the notification button so you'll know when I'm doing my lives. I did put out a few this week. They're kind of fun. I even did 2 videos, the same video with 2 different titles, just trying to get an idea how YouTube works. I've got World of Trains. He's got a pretty cool website. I also recommend you'll see John at Prepper Nation and Rudy at Alaska Prepper. Both of those guys have been pretty supportive to me, so I want to send my support back. Well, World of Trains has been very supportive and give me some ideas for titles. You go and check him out and give him a subscribe. That'd be great. My sponsor, Short Fitness, Vince Robbins. Quick Nutrition with Matt. Matt, glad that your baby's doing better. Jamie Mix Trade Calls.